The A340-300 and A340-600 systems are nearly the same, so we will use the A340-300 system's representation. We will highlight the A340-600 particularities when appropriate.
As part of the preliminary cockpit preparation, you will check that the flap position agrees with the lever position. The speed brake lever is in the retract position. Warning: if a flight control surface position does not agree with the lever position, check with the maintenance crew before applying hydraulic power. During the walk-around, you should ensure that all the flight control surfaces are undamaged and free of any contamination, e.g. snow or ice. The same check is performed on each side of the aircraft. During the cockpit preparation, the only check associated with the flight controls is to ensure that all flight control computers are in the lights out configuration. Notice that before engine start, the bank angle protection indicators are displayed in amber on the PFD. The side sticks are inoperative because there is no hydraulic power. Moving the side sticks will not affect the control surfaces. Before pushback, for your own comfort, it may be necessary to adjust the position of the seats and the armrests to easily handle the side stick. This is done by using the seat electrical controls and the armrest control knob. In the same way, it may be necessary to adjust the position of the rudder pedals. This is done using the rudder pedal adjuster. After engine start, the ground spoilers are armed by pulling the lever out. A white band appearing around the base of the speed brake lever and the green memo "Ground spoiler armed" on the engine warning display indicate that the spoilers are now armed. Next, the rudder trim is zeroed by pushing the reset push button. The trim is now reset to 0. This is checked on the rudder trim panel. It can also be seen on the ECAM flight control page via a blue line displayed below the rudder scale. Note: the rudder trim rotary switch and the reset push button switch are not active during flight with the autopilot engaged. The takeoff memo normally appears during taxiing. For training purposes, we have displayed it now. The flaps should be set to their takeoff position, 1 plus F, 2 or 3. While the flaps are deploying, we will be looking at their indications on the engine warning display. To set the flaps, you need to lift up the lower part of the flap lever and then position it to the appropriate setting. Here, as an example, we will select flap 1. As soon as a flap selection is made, blue markers appear on the engine warning display to show the selected flap and slat positions. A blue label shows which flap position has been selected. Here, 1. Also, as soon as a flap selection is made, the current flap and slat position green markers move. When the flaps and slats have reached their selected positions, all position indications turn from blue to green. The flaps takeoff memo on the engine warning display turns to green.
Takeoff center of gravity is set manually by using the trim wheels. The pitch trim values are indicated in front of the center of gravity scale, beside the trim wheels. The takeoff trim has to be in the green range. Note, on the A340 600, takeoff center of gravity is set automatically, based on the values entered in the MCDU Performance Takeoff page.
The pitch trim position set may be seen on the ECAM flight control page during the flight control check when taxiing. The after start sequence for flight controls is complete. When the flaps are extended, the ailerons drop by about 10 degrees in order to increase lift. The aileron indexes are now pointing to a small white square which represents the new neutral position. A flight control check is completed at a convenient stage while taxiing, as on a conventional aircraft. On the PFD, the combined side stick deflection indicator is displayed as a white cross. The cross only indicates side stick deflections and does not indicate control surface position. The green bank angle protection indicators have also appeared, indicating normal law, as the aircraft is hydraulically powered. The side sticks become operable after first engine start, as soon as hydraulic power is available. On ground, the control surfaces directly respond to movements of the side sticks. This is the ground mode. As it is not possible to see the flight control surfaces from the cockpit, the reaction to side stick or rudder pedal movement is monitored on the ECAM flight control page. The page is automatically called when either of the side sticks or either of the rudder pedals are moved. We will start the flight control check with the elevators by moving the side stick to its full back position. Move the side stick. The pilot non-flying checks on the ECAM page that the elevators have moved to their full up position. Move the side stick fully forward. The elevators have now moved to their full down deflection. Move the side stick back to neutral. With the side stick neutral, ensure that the elevators have returned to the neutral position. The flight controls are working in pitch. We will continue by checking the roll control. Move the side stick full left.
You can see on the ECAM that the left aileron has fully moved up, the right aileron has fully moved down, and the 5 external roll spoilers have extended on the left wing. Move the side stick full right. Now you can see that the left aileron is fully down, the right aileron is fully up, and the 5 external roll spoilers are extended on the right wing. Move the side stick back to neutral.
With the side stick neutral, ensure that the ailerons return to the neutral position and the spoilers are back in their stowed position. Now we will check the rudder. Before testing the rudder pedals, you need to press and hold the rudder pedal's disconnect button on the nose wheel steering handle to prevent any unwanted steering inputs. Now the rudder pedal movements will have no effect on the nose wheel steering. The right rudder pedal should now be pushed. The rudder has moved to its full right deflection, so you should now push the left rudder pedal. The rudder has moved to its full left deflection, so the pedals should be returned to their neutral position.
The rudder has returned to the neutral position, so the pedal disconnect button should be released.
The pilot non-flying would now check his side stick for full movement and correct control response. Because the rudder pedals are mechanically linked, it is unnecessary to recheck them. The flight control check is now complete. After takeoff, the direct relationship between the side sticks and the control surfaces, ground mode, is gradually blended into the flight mode. In flight mode, the pilot, using his side stick, will set an aircraft attitude. With the side stick released, the flight control computers will maintain this attitude.